Well, good evening, and welcome to this edition of Sell Your Own Product on Amazon for Income and Lifestyle, with the emphasis on lifestyle. How you doing? This is Terry, your Amazon private label coach. Just can't tell you how happy I am to be here tonight. You know, last week at this time, we didn't have one of these. Last week was I flew up to Illinois for my granddaughter's birthday, and just about this time last week, I was landing up in Bloomington, Illinois, and I'm going to tell you something, guys. It was cold. You know, I've been down here in Florida for 35, 36 years now, something like that, maybe in 37. I have to figure it out. Anyway, it doesn't make any difference. I've been down here a long time, and man, I'm not used to that cold. It was cold up there, and I guess they thought it was kind of a warm and balmy weekend. I thought it was a cold weekend, but anyway, I was up there, and I'm glad to be back home. Glad to be here. What can I tell you? So anyway, tonight we're going to talk about 5 proven ways to promote your Amazon listing. In other words, if you've got something listed on Amazon, you need to promote it because, well, let me talk about right now. If you're doing retail arbitrage or something like that, this is not going to pertain to you tonight. This is strictly for those doing wholesale, and especially those doing private label, because they're two different animals. Like I say, especially even the wholesale is a different animal, because when you're reselling the same product over and over, you need to promote that, because you don't want to let it just float along and do what it can, like you do with the retail arbitrage. You want to promote it so you got more sales and more sales, and you can order more product and sell more product and sell more units and all that. And that's what it's all about. So that's what I've got, a little slide presentation set up there for you today, and we're going to go over to it. And then when that's over with, I will be glad to answer any questions. I don't have the question and answer app up yet. We'll wait till the end and put it on up there. But what can I tell you? You know, it's what can I tell you? That's what it's about. We're talking about private label and wholesale. We're talking about how to promote your product. So without any further ado, we're going to go on over here to the pull up the slideshow, and we're going to get started on it. And so here we go. So 5 proven ways to promote your Amazon listing. In other words, if you don't promote, you're leaving money on the table. It's just that simple, because like I say, when you're doing wholesale and private label, you're going to have that product. You should have that product today, tomorrow, next month, next year. As long as that product is doing good for you, you want it on there. So you want to be able to promote that product. You don't want to, you want to do better than that, because Amazon rewards you when you promote the product. When you jump in listings, when you get more reviews than your competition, you're gonna jump your product ahead of theirs, and Amazon promotes that. And the more you promote, the more Amazon's going to promote. And matter of fact, that's what Amazon wants. They want you to promote your product. They want your product to be I'm professional, I guess that's what I want to say, but they want your product to win. They want your product to stand out, want your product to be noticed, because when they do that, they're going to promote it just that much, because they want their customers to have the best possible service, the best possible product they possibly can. And they're going to do whatever they can through the review system and other ways they have of knowing who's selling and who's giving good customer service. They want that. And man, it's important for you to, you know, like I said, time and time again, it's Amazon's ballgame. So you need to play in Amazon's with Amazon's rules. If you're going to try and buck the system, you're not going to get any good. You're probably going to lose your Seller Central account, or what you want to call it. You're gonna lose. So it's Amazon's ballgame. Play with that. But anyway, there's 5 proven ways to promote your Amazon listing. So we're going to start here. We're going to start at number 5. Well, no, we're going to talk why promote your product. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. I guess that week off kind of made me weary, or what do you want to call it? It's still that cold in me that's trying to get out. It was cold up there. I hate to tell you that, but all you people living up north, I used to live up north, and I know, but I it's not that I feel sorry for you, but gosh darn it, it's nice and warm down here. My windows are open. I've got a short sleeve shirt on, and what can I tell you? So why promote your product? for one thing, you're going to get more sales. You want more sales. The more sales you have, the more you can reorder from your supplier. The more supplier likes that, the more Amazon likes it, and it just works out better for everybody. And it's what you want, is to get more sales, and it's going to lower your Amazon ranking. Now, when I say lower, I'm talking about going down to, the closer you can get to 1, the better off you are with your Amazon ranking. You know, I don't care what you are now. If you're 10,000, if you can get down to 1, your stuff's gonna fly off the shelf, and that's what you want eventually. And you can do it. You know, maybe you're not going to get down to 1. You know, sometimes you can, but most of the time, you know, you're going to get in a nice rank. If you can get in that 500 or up to anything up to 500 or even up to 1,000, your products are going to fly off the shelf. You're going to be selling a lot. You're going to be happy. Amazon's going to be happy. So that's why you promote your product, because you want to lower your Amazon ranking. Like say, the closer you can get to 1, the better off you're going to be. So the more you promote, the more Amazon promotes you. That's how Amazon does it. When somebody types in their blue widgets, and your blue widgets are better than the other person's blue widgets as far as the ranking are. Say your blue widgets are number, let's say 500, and the other guy's blue widgets are 489, something like that. Amazon is going to promote you when that customer types in the blue widgets, because they know that you're giving better service. They know that you're giving better results, and you've got more reviews, and that counts. And that's what it's all about. It's more dollars for you. Let's face it. Any way you want to count it, it's more dollars for you, and that's what we're all interested in. The more dollars you can put in your pocket, the more dollars Amazon puts in their pocket, and the more your customers are going to appreciate it, and the more your customers are going to become loyalty, because you're building a brand too. So that's why you promote your product. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with number 5 and work our way up to number 1, just like if we were doing our product on Amazon. We're going to start at 5, and hopefully by the time we can get that product up to number 1, and that's what you want. You want to be up there. So let's get going. Number 5, and I've talked about this a couple times on these Google Hangouts, and believe me, this is so important. And a lot of people scoff at that, and it's not, because use all the pictures available. Sometimes Amazon will give you 7, sometimes they'll give you 9. I don't care how many spaces they are, use them. They are critical to your success. What I tell you, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and it is. And if you know yourself, if you just go, say if you go over to Amazon right now and start look up something, you're going to get a whole thing. And what's going to stick out to you is the picture. The picture is what's going to catch your eye. It's not going to be that listing. It's going to be the picture is going to catch your eye and say, oh, that's worth looking at. And then you look at the listing afterwards. But a picture is worth 1,000 words. And this is the most critical and most important territory you've got. Amazon gives it to you. Like I say, they either give you 7 or 9, depends on the space you're in is what they give. But they do, and use every inch of it. The best thing is use a graphic artist, the highest quality you can afford. If you can, go to Odesk or Elance or one of those places like that, and hire a graphic artist to take those pictures you've got. For instance, you can take a picture with they can add stuff to your picture. You want to take one for every side of your picture. You want to take a picture of the label if you can take a picture. You want to take a picture of anything that might be hidden, so you can relieve every fear that customer's got. You want those pictures to speak for you. You want them to work for you. And so if you've got to spend the $75, $80 for a good graphic artist to get 7 high quality pictures, man, spend it, because you're talking about a product that's going to last for a long time, because we're talking here, like I say, wholesale or private label. That product's going to be there, and you're going to keep reordering remember. So you want to have those pictures up there. You want to have the best quality picture you can. And like I say, go over to Amazon and check, and what sticks out in your mind in just a niche you don't know anything about. Just go over and look and see what listings stick out to you. It's the ones with the picture that pops, and that's what you want. You want that picture to pop to your customers. And like I say, show all sides of your product, including any bonuses. If you put a bonus inside that, I talk about a love letter to your customers. You don't necessarily have to that, but if you do put a bonus in there, like maybe if you're selling some kind of a food utensil or something like that, you have a bonus of some recipes or a little ebook on how to do it better. And how to use your product. You want that to be part of your product, not your main images. Has to be a white background with just the product. But then on the other images, you can put, and that's kosher. You can put like in my cutting boards, I show pictures of fish and I show pictures of vegetables being cut and everything like that. That's kosher, and that's what they want. And that gives your customer some idea what they can do, and that's what you want. Show your product in action. And even though we're going to get to some videos later on, but you can even now put a big video in there of you demonstrating your product if you want. But man, this is crucial, and I can't say enough about it. Is you need to use all the pictures available. Use that space. Amazon gives it to you. So let's go on. We're going to number 4 now, and use articles to drive traffic to your product. Submit articles, press releases to directories about your niche. Link those articles to your product. In other words, well, let me tell you, as you know, before I started doing this, what I did for 25 years, I was a decorator. And on here in the Treasure Close to Florida, we did a lot of deck. And so I wrote articles for one thing, especially after I sold the decorating business, I continued to write articles about the decorating. And over at eZine Articles, they send me a list once a month. Their regular clockbook tells me how many people looked at my articles, how many people have how many people clicked on my articles. And you know, some of those articles are over 12 years old, and some of those articles still get clicks every month. Especially a lot of them were about insulated blinds and verticals and things like that. And so especially in this wintertime, they get more clicks than they do in the summertime. But after 12 years, I still get traffic from that. I still make money off of those articles. And that's what you want. You want those articles to drive traffic to your product. Make the article controversial, and they will last for years. For one of the articles I had, I'm trying to think of the name of it. It was who wants privacy at their windows but doesn't like verticals? And that's a very controversial, because actually there's no other window treatment that can do exactly what verticals can. And it's kind of a catchy thing, but I've gone to house after house after house after house, and the first thing they say is, we hate verticals. I'm going to tell you something. I hate verticals too, but they work. And other than a complete drape or something like that, they're not going to be same, and that's beside. But make the article controversial. Make it so it stands out and something your customer is going to want to read about. They're going to want to comment maybe on about, but make it controversial, and then include pictures and videos in the articles, because we're talking about articles. We're talking about press releases, and especially when you're doing press releases, include a picture of your product, include a video. Boy, I'm getting tongue tied on that, but on the video, we're going to talk about that in a minute. Use videos in your articles and include pictures in your articles. Don't use both. Don't use a video and a picture, but use a picture for one thing. Press releases, when about a year and a half ago, I ran out of one of my main products. Matter of fact, it was a dumb mistake that I made, and I was out for almost 6 weeks. And so you know what I did in that 6 weeks? At least 2 to 3 times a week, I sent a press release out about that product being gone, where it's come. I'm saying one article might be the product is maybe coming into such and such a port, and how many days you've got and everything like that. But when I build it out, and during that 6 weeks period, I probably sent in maybe 3 a week, 18 to 20 press releases. And man, that was as good as gold, because those press releases, they probably did me more good by me being out, and I got more exposure for my product and everything than I would have if I had not ran out. So it really worked out good, and it taught me really a lesson that you need to use those press releases. You need to submit the articles because they're important. That's gold, and they're going to last for years, and people are going to read those. They're going to come, they're going to check out your product, and they're going to buy your product. So what can I tell you? That's number 4. Use articles to drive traffic to your product. We're going to go on to number 3 now, is use videos to promote your product. Now, Amazon wants videos for product pictures and reviews. I don't know if you've noticed on that. They started, and I've started to see quite a few videos show up in the over where I was talking about before, in the on the left side where you can put your pictures in that. I've started to see videos show up, and man, that is great. If you could do a video of showing your product in action, or somebody using your product, or something special about your product, or something like that, that is great. You want to use that. You want to put those videos up there with your product, and then for reviews, when customers are giving you reviews, if you can encourage them to use reviews, video reviews, man, that's gold, because people like videos. I don't care. Look at YouTube, one of the biggest places on the internet, and there's nothing but videos, and people sit down and watch the videos one right after the other. Let me tell you, folks, television is getting boring. Television is past its prime. What can I tell you? Right now, videos are right in. If you look at all the promotions on the internet and everything like that, it's all video sales letters, all videos promoting the products. It's nothing of the sales page anymore. If there's a sales page, it's got right at the top, it's got a video to go along with it and explains everything. So like I say right here, video is the #1 choice for video sales letters, or any kind of sales letters. People love videos. Amazon loves videos, and Google loves videos. Oh, I forgot number 2. Using the right video, Google gives almost instant recognition. Let me tell you, I can do one of these broadcasts like you're on right now, and if I've got it set up right, which I do, and everything like that, within 2 minutes of this being over with, and it gets put up. Well, it'll take a little bit longer because these are usually run about an hour. It takes a few more minutes than that to get up to YouTube, and then it gets brought out. But I guarantee you, within 10, 15 minutes, I will be #1 or #2 on Google for the main keywords of this session we're doing right here tonight, which is the 5 proven ways to promote your Amazon product. So to promote your Amazon product, 5 proven ways. Those are going to be the keywords, and you'll see I'll be within the #1 or #2, #3 spot for those words when this is over, when it gets uploaded and gets out, which is usually within 10, 15 minutes. It's just crucial. Everybody right now is into video. Like I say, the customers expect videos, or the customers want to see videos. They don't really know that they do. They might, but if they got a choice between a video and a regular sales letter, man, they're going to watch the video every time. And so that's where it's at today. Now, I'm not talking about 5 years down the road. 5 years down the road, something else might become along, or 2 years it wasn't that way, but it is today. And customers love videos. Amazon loves videos. Google loves videos. So for guys' sakes, use videos. And you can do a little 2-3 minute promo for your product. Just a 2-3 minute. You don't want it much longer than that, because sometimes they get boring when your product video goes in, but get them out there and use the keywords you want. Get those videos out, a 2, 3, 4 minute video, and man, you'd be surprised at the traffic you get from it, the traffic that's going to come, and they're going to buy that product, because if they weren't interested, they wouldn't listen to it, but they get intrigued by what you got to say, and that's what it's all about. That's what anything you can do to promote your product. Like I say, Google loves it, Amazon loves it, and you ought to love it as a promoter, as a private label product or a wholesaler. You need to love that medium, because it actually costs nothing. You can do with everything, with the facilities available on the internet today. It doesn't cost you anything to do these videos. You can do the videos, you can shoot the videos right from your. The only thing you need is a microphone and a camera, high definition camera on your connected to your computer and you've got everything you need. So we're not talking buku's bucks here, folks. We can my camera I think cost what, $100, and my microphone, well, I might have paid a little bit more from that, but it's probably an overkill because you don't really need this one. You can for what you're going to do. The one I've got is a studio mic, and you don't really need that. You can probably just get by with the regular microphone that that comes on a headset or whatever you call it. So just make sure and try it out first and everything. So anyway, that's it on videos. What can I tell you? I hit the wrong button there, and every time I shoot my mouse, if I do it to the side, it takes me back to the beginning. So anyway, that's number 3. So let's see what's number 2. Use Amazon promotions and keyword campaigns. So I hope you all know Amazon promotions with press releases. They rock, absolutely rock. When you send those press releases out and say that just for the next 3 days, they can buy your product at 25% off, 50% off, whatever promotion you're going to do, and they can buy it and give them a coupon code. That is gold, folks. That is gold. Those people are going to come running. The closer you can get to 0, the more reaction you're going to get. If you can afford to give away a $30 profit for $1 or $2, and a lot of times it's possible if you watch your thing and not lose too much, because that'll get you the reviews you want. And that's what I'm saying here. The next thing is use Amazon promotions to get the reviews. So you can do it with the press releases. You can also go to one of the forums you're in, whether it's FBA forum or whatever it is. If it's like-minded people that sell on Amazon and they'll understand. So go to that forum and say, hey guys, I've got a new product and I really need to get some reviews. So here's what I'll do. I'll give you my new product that I've got out. I give it to you for 80% off. The only thing I ask is that as soon as you get the product, within a week, you give me a review. I need those reviews. Now, don't ask for 5-star reviews because that's against Amazon's policy in that. But just ask for a strictly review, and that's all you have to do, because most of those people know what kind of situation they're going to give you a 5-star review anyway. If they don't, why, kick them next time you see them. But no, what can I tell you? But they will. They will. It's never failed. And same way with the press releases. The press releases, you ask, say, I'll give you for this coupon code, you get the product 80% off. I would just really appreciate it, though, if you would write me a review just as soon as you can. And and don't forget it. And then send those customers a reminder out, because you can. I hope you all know that you can send for every promotion, for every product that's sold, you can send that customer 4 emails through Amazon system. That's your right, and you can do it. So, but that's for another story how to do that. But then you can use the Amazon promotions to clean out your inventory. I got a notice today from Amazon about this new system they're doing with the, it's not new, but they're changing the times. They were doing it once a year. Now they're doing it twice a year with the how long you've got your product and thing and everything like that. And so I'm going to have to run some promotions, because they were talking about some of my, what I had in there. They're thinking about February the 15th, they're going to hit me with a $1,500 charge because I got a lot of inventory in there. So, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to have to do some promotions here between now and the 15th and move some product. But that's what this is all about. Use Amazon promotions to clean out your inventory, unless maybe it pays you to pay that. And I've got to check, because I haven't had a chance. I was preparing for this tonight and everything. So tomorrow I'm going to have to check and see, maybe it pays me to leave and pay the storage charge. I don't know. I can't say at this point. I'll let you know, because I don't know. It's right there. So then use keyword campaigns. Now on Amazon, of course we take it to there and show you how to do it. But the keyword campaigns, that's over to the right in Seller Central, and the same way the promotions, it's over there too. But you set up keyword campaigns is up above, and on advertising, and you click on it, set up a keyword campaign for your products. It's really simple, and I'm going to tell you, it's probably about the best bargain on the internet anymore today, because you can still get clicks for 1-2 cents. sometimes it depends on the product, sometimes more than that, but a lot of times you're still down 1-2 cents. It's kind of a no-brainer. So if you don't understand it, get a hold of me, PM me, and I'll try and I'll give you some more information. Like I say, in the course, we go through all that and show you how to do it and everything else. But then use keyword campaigns to lower the product ranking. This is the same way as I gave you about using videos and all that. You want those reviews and the reviews to be there, and the reviews, and they're going to keep the product ranking to go lower. Like I say, you want your product ranking, the closer you can get to 1, the better off you are. So use those keyword campaigns to lower that product ranking, because the more you sell, the lower you're going to come in the ranking, and that's what you want. You want to get as close to 1 as you possibly can. You know, what can I tell you? It's where it's at, and that's what you need to do. It's you want to be down as close to 1 as you possibly can. Excuse me just a minute. I had to get a drink of water. But there's use Amazon promotions and keyword campaigns. Those 2 things again, and a lot of people don't use it, or they play around with it and then forget about it, and don't, because keep up with it and keep it on. You know, you can use different keyword tools to put different keywords in there to see which ones are working, see which ones aren't. You know, what can I tell you? So we're going to go on to number 1, and this is the number 1 thing that you should do to promote your Amazon product. You want to sell your Amazon products on eBay. And if you're not doing that, folks, you're leaving much money on the table, because you've already got your product at Amazon. Amazon's willing to fulfill it for you. So all you have to do basically is list the product on eBay. How much easier can you get? And then when you do sell it on eBay, eBay sends you a notice. You go into your Amazon Seller Central account, on the inventory, you click on it, and that's another story how to get in there. But I mean, you understand it. You get in there and you set up a fulfillment order for that product, and Amazon sends it right out. And all you do is collect the money. Collect the money, folks. If you're not selling your Amazon products on eBay, you're leaving money, a lot of money on the table. You can increase your sales by almost 1/3 by doing that, and you don't even have to touch it. Amazon does it. You can do it. eBay sends you that email. Man, as long as you got your iPad or something with you, you can turn right over and turn it over to Amazon in about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You know, it takes you a while by the time you log in, fill out the name and address of who you want it sent to, and click it through. And then within a couple hours, Amazon's shipping it out for you. You can even do it in a private non-Amazon box if you want. There's a place to check if you don't want it to go out in the Amazon box. Personally, I just like the Amazon box because it's cheaper, and I've never had a customer complain about it. Never had a customer complain because they were getting good service. Never had a customer complain because it was top-notch service, and that's what we're talking about. And you know, when you do it that way, it's part of the private label lifestyle. You know, gosh, I talk about this. This is what the private label lifestyle is. The private lifestyle is when you source the product, you finally figure out, decide who you're going to buy the product from, and you make arrangements with them. You get your label and everything designed. You put your brand on it, and you send it right to Amazon. That's part of it. And then from Amazon fulfills it. They sell it. They send you the check every 2 weeks, and that's the same thing with selling it on eBay. eBay's going to send you the check, or is it going to deposit in your account? You know, but what I'm trying to tell you is part of the private label lifestyle. The closer you can get to doing this business on the beach, or the golf course, or beside the swimming pool, you know, wherever you're at, wherever your family is, and maybe it's having a family picnic, just enjoying your family picnic on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday when everybody else is working. That's what you want. That's what, at least what I think you want, and that's what I aim this course to that type of lifestyle. I want you to be able to do that. I want you to be able to enjoy your family on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday during the daytime. You know, I realize that if the kids, they have to go to school, but you can be waiting for them. You can be don't have to be. You can be the dad that's drives the kids, whatever you want to do, but be part of the family. And that's the private label lifestyle. I've got one guy that I know that does this, and he lives in Thailand, and he flies all over the place, goes back. He's single, so he can kind of do whatever he wants, doesn't have to worry about a wife or anything like that. But that's part of the private label lifestyle, folks. It can be done, and it can be done from anywhere. Does not tie you down. That's that last point. Can be done from anywhere, does not tie you down. See, anytime you can increase your sales exposure, it's a win-win situation for you. And that's what it's all about. That's what we talk about, no matter if we talk about the articles, if we talk about the videos, if we talk about the campaigns, or whatever we talk about. We're talking about increasing your sales exposure. And when you increase your sales exposure, you increase your profits, you increase your cash flow, you increase everything, and it just works out so much better, and you win, folks. That's what it's all about. So I guess that's it. That's the end of the PowerPoint that I wanted. Those are your 5, and with that, I'm going to stop this. We'll go back, and I'll open up the questions and answers. And as soon as I get here, where are we at? Questions and answers. There we are. It's over on the right-hand side of your screen, if you can. And just type your questions in there. We'll be glad to answer them. Do anything you like. Let me see. Oh, where'd I go? Where'd I go? Wrong thing. Here we go. All right. If anybody has any questions, why, you can put them in right there. It's a question. It's right over here on the right on my screen. I think that's the same place it is on yours, but you can type your questions in there. And I'd be glad to answer your questions. Or if you got anything else you'd like, I'd be glad to listen to, see what we got here. Excuse me just a minute. I want to check this out. I want to check there's no questions down here. There I am. I'm down here. I'll be back in just a minute. No. Okay. Nobody has any questions. Everybody bashful tonight. Come on. I'd love to answer questions for you. We've got what? We've only used about half of our time so far. And if we go over, it's not that big a deal. Ask away. They're right over here. The question box. Let me see it. Look, I was trying to find down here. I'm still here. I'm trying to see if you're down, and I'm not. What can I tell you? Nobody's got any questions? Guys, I'm not very good at standing in my head. My daughter is a cheerleading coach. Well, I got two. My one daughter is a ballerina. She teaches ballet and got her studio. And the other daughter and her husband have a gymnastics and the cheerleading squad and all that. Well, I just noticed, I don't have to keep talking. Looks like somebody has got a question here. I have sold lots of products. I have sold lots of products, and what is the best way to ask for feedback review from them? Lisa, okay. 2 different things. If you followed in my Spreecast, if you know, I am an advocate of when I sell a product, I usually always put it in a box for the simple reason that I can put a love letter in that box. And on that love letter, I usually do a legitimate bribe where I say something about if you go to such and such, you can register your product, and then maybe I will give them a download, maybe a super fancy instruction sheet or how to use it, how to get more use out of that, or something like that as a bribe to get them to go to there. And then usually that's where I'll ask them to. But you can also ask them in that the love letter you put in the thing, ask them for that. And I don't know if you heard that earlier part, you're allowed to send for each for each sale you make on Amazon, you're allowed to send that customer 4 emails. And I've got it set up automatically. Every time somebody buys from me, they get an email that night. In other words, if somebody buys right now, it'll, as soon as Amazon loads it to my site and I get the email address in that, it's set to go out at 1 o'clock in the morning on the day that it's shipped. I will send them an email telling them it's coming, thanking them for the order, and I will start then and tell them that I'd really like to get some feedback then, and give them a link to do it, give them a link to see if they haven't received their product within 6-7 days. So that's the way I do it. It's a number of things, and each one of those emails, all 4 of these emails are sent out at different times. I get sent one out the night that it's at 1 o'clock on the night that it's sold. I send one out 7 days. I send one out 2 weeks, and one at 3 weeks. Every time asking and giving them a link to do the reviews. That's how I do it, and it works for me. Okay, let's see. Here's another one. Lisa again. Select. Can you ask for feedback and give them a code for 10% off any of your other products, or is this against policy? I think I've never tried that, and I think that might be, I think I would give them the 10% on the off. If you were going to do the 10%, I would do it in that love letter that you put in with your product rather than tie it in with asking for the email. In other words, on that love letter you put in, we'd ask them to go and to register a thing, but also give them a 10% coupon for any other products you've got. I think I would do that if I could. I don't know if that makes sense for you, but unless, and you make absolutely sure in the email that the 10% has nothing to do with them giving a review. I think you're all right on that, and I'll be glad to look it up for you, but I'm pretty sure you are. Amazon just is not wanting you to offer an incentive for a review, and that's what you got to watch out for, and that's where different people have gotten in trouble. But other than that, they like you to contact the customer. They like talking to the customer, and so they're with you. Just don't be offering incentives for reviews. That's definitely against it. So okay. See, here's another one we got. I was late to the hangout. Can you summarize the 5 proven ways to promote? Daniel, yeah. The 5 proven ways to promote are the started with number 5. They are pictures. And we talked about Amazon gives you space for 7 or 9 pictures, depends on what department you're in, because some of them are not the same. And they're also changing, some of the departments are changing from how many characters you get in your title. So you've got to watch that, but they'll tell me, but you'll see the spaces in there. And my point is to use every picture they tell you. And even if you, because we're talking about private label, we're talking wholesale here. And that's for products that are going to last a while. For retail arbitrage, you can't do this. But for wholesale and private label, you can. But my advice is go to Elance Odesk and get you a graphic designer and somebody that's going to take your basic picture and they're going to make that picture pop, because that's what you want. When you look over your products, when you search through Amazon looking for products, the first thing that catches your eye is your picture. Picture is worth 1,000 words, and that's what's going to catch your eye, and what's going to make you stop and then maybe read the title is the picture. If you've got a lousy product, a lot of times they're going to pass right by your product because that picture doesn't pop. So it's the most coveted territory you got is your item description, your title, and your pictures. And man, use every ounce of stuff that Amazon gives you. They give you 2,000 characters for a description. Man, if you use anything more than less than 1,997 characters, you're leaving money on the table. Use them all. So that's that. We're talking about articles. The next one was, I don't have them down here in the picture I had, but the next one was articles. And my point on articles are, you can write articles, anything between, say, 300 and 500 word articles to promote your product. Don't make it a blatant promotion on it, but make them on a title. Like if you're selling blue widgets, so then write an article on blue widgets are great for washing your baby with, or something like that. Whatever it is, whatever ties in with that, and you send them into places like eZine articles and A1 articles and Go articles, and there is so many different article sites. I should have printed out a list and I didn't, and I apologize for that. Next time I'll have to, a list of all the article sites. It'd probably take at least 2-3 pieces of paper, but send them in, and you can take that article, and if you want to, you can go so far as you can spin that article. So that one article, you maybe get 2,000 different articles, what they call it, and send those into the different sites. Because here's what happened, and I gave the example. I've got one article I wrote 12 years ago when I was even in a different business. I was still writing this and that stuff, and it still drives traffic to a product that I'm an affiliate of. It still makes me money, so use it. That's articles. And then we got into videos, and we're talking about videos. Videos are what's really happening right now. If you look at all the sales letters, all the things on Amazon, Amazon is encouraging videos. They want videos for reviews. They even got a spot where you can put for your pictures, so those 7 or the 9, you can put a video in. Use that. That's crucial. Amazon loves videos. Google loves videos. For instance, I gave it, when you do a video, you can do a video of your product, do it like a 4 or 5 minute demonstration of your product, or something along the lines of your product, and then put that put the keywords in there. I guarantee if you do it live and you do it the right way, within 2-3 minutes, you are going to be in the number 1, 2, or 3 position on Google for that keyword. That's how important they are, and I can't tell you enough. That's the videos. Then we're oh, and then we talked about Amazon featured. That's what Amazon, they've got the thing in there where you can do an Amazon promotion. And this is, I used to get reviews, because we've talked about another of these Google Hangouts and that reviews are where it's at. And if you're going up against a product that's got 99 reviews, you want to make darn sure within just a couple of weeks you can get 100 or 100 and more reviews. You want to be over there, because Amazon goes by reviews, and when that customer types in blue widgets, the one with the most reviews is who they're going to show on the screen. So first, and you want to make sure that's you, and so you can do that Amazon promotion. You can go real quick. You can go to some of these Hangouts we've got that we all join on the FBA or any of those like that, and give it a legitimate bribe. Hey, folks, I've got this new product on Amazon, and I'd really like to get it out there, and I need some reviews. What I'd like to do is give you the product at 80% off. Whatever the lowest you can afford, the lower you can get it, the better you are, and the more people. He says, the only thing I ask is that you give me an honest review within a week of getting the product, and that's how you get those reviews. That's how you get those 101 reviews, is by using that promotions. And then Amazon's got the keyword tool, where the featured thing where you can. It's like I'm drawing a blank here, but it's like any of the keyword tools where you put it in, and customers, when they bid on that, when they put that keyword into Amazon, Amazon's going to show your product on the right side of the listing like that, and that's coveted territory. And by the way, this webcast is recorded, so by using the same link, within about 15-20 minutes, you can listen to the whole thing over again. So I'm just doing this real fast, Daniel. And so the number one way is, for God's sakes, if you've got products on Amazon, wholesale or private label, sell those products on eBay and have Amazon fulfill them. It's a no-brainer. You've already got the products there. All you have to do is list them on Amazon or eBay. eBay sends you a notice when they're sold. You take that. The notice, you have to take that, and it takes you about 2 minutes to go into Amazon, go into your inventory, and put in a fulfillment order for that product of yours being sent to your eBay customer, and you can get it in Amazon box, or you can get it in a plain box if you want. It's whatever you want. It's your choice, but that's what you want to do. And sell on eBay and have Amazon fulfill it. It's a no-brainer. It's a way to increase your sales by about a third. So, man, take advantage of it. I don't know. That's kind of a fast synopsis of what we talked about the first half hour. And like I say, Daniel, guys, go over and just listen to the replay. You can. It's the same link and everything, but it'll be on in probably about 15 minutes after this is over with, maybe even sooner than that. I don't know, but when they get it up there. But you'll be able to listen to it, or listen to it tomorrow. Grab you a cup of coffee and just listen to it. What can I tell you? I'm worth listening to. My wife might disagree with that, so, but I'm not going to say anything anyway. So I hope that answered your question, Daniel. So, and let's go here. We've got another one here. We got one here from Lisa again. I have done the automatic email, but only like in 1 in 50 resolve and give feedback. I think people get so many of the emails that they ignore them. So I will look into giving them a promo code too. Also, should one register their brand with Amazon? Okay. You've done the automatic emails, but only like in 1 in 50 respond. That's actually, I'm going to be honest with you, that's not too bad a rate. That's a 2% rate. 2 out of 100. Tweak the emails. All I can tell you, different emails, different work, different times. Play with those emails. You should be able to get that up to maybe 4 or 5%. 5 out of 100. I don't think you're going to get much more than that. Like I say, people are getting callous, but if you put the right stuff in there, and I think you can get it up to 4 or 5%. I'm not going to lie to you. You're not going to get it up to 80, 90%. That's never going to happen. Even 50% is never going to happen. I wish it would. We'd all be doing cartwheels and flips if it was, but I agree with you saying so many emails, I just ignore them. So I will look into giving them promo code too. Yeah, like I say, I see nothing wrong with that. And also, should one register their brand with Amazon? I don't think it would hurt anything. I don't think it's absolutely necessary. I've read, as a matter of fact, about a couple of weeks ago, I don't know what forums you belong to, but one of them down there, and they were talking about somebody had pirated somebody else's product, and that, to me, that happens rarely. I've been doing this for quite a number of years, and I've only had one time when somebody's jumped on my product and sell it. And I'll be honest with you, I just, as soon as I noticed it, it tells you who the seller is right there in the Amazon. I looked up the seller, looked his address, and I sent him a nice little email, and I said, guys, this is Terry from my company name, Woodford Cottage, and I don't know what's going on, but I'm the only one authorized to sell that product. That product comes from me. I have it made for me, and nobody else is allowed to sell it. And so I would appreciate if you would get off the listing, or else I'd be forced to go to Amazon with this product. I'm just emailing you just to give you the courtesy to let you get off the product gracefully. And it worked within. I think that it was on a weekend when I caught it, and then so apparently they must be like me because within 3 hours the product was off the listing, and I've never had any more problems. So that's my thing on it. My product, I don't see anything wrong with registering your brand. It's just another thing to go through it, and it's probably a good idea. I'll be honest with you, I don't, but that's just me. I'm one of those guys where the glass is always half full. It's never half empty. I'm an optimist, and I just think that that's probably not going to happen to me. One day it probably will, and I'll probably regret it, but that's just me. So, but Lisa, guys, you're your own master. What can I say? I don't know. I don't really have an answer to that, if one should register your product or not. I know a lot of people will say you should, and some will say you shouldn't. So use your own judgment on that. But I think from what you're reading and hearing, what you've already been doing and everything like that, just let me say one thing. SEO, whether it's sending those autoresponder series out or anything else, is just a lot of tweaking and trying. And because if you're doing the private label lifestyle, you don't have a lot to do because you're not bagging and shipping and labeling and all that. You've got time to play and tweak it, tweak your emails, change one word, change it and see how it goes. You'd be surprised. I learned this a long time ago that it's the person that's patient and keeps trying and keeps working on it is the one that's gonna win, because eventually you're gonna find that thing. And like I say, change one word at a time and let it try out for 50 to 100 customers, and then change another thing. If you're going down, see how many you got, and eventually you'll get to, like I say, you're going to get where you're going to get quite a few reviews in there, and that's what it's all about. It's work. I mean, but it's work you can do on the beach. It's work you can do in your pajamas, whatever you want. But at least it's not sorting and labeling and bagging and all that kind of stuff. As you can see, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I'm 72. I don't like doing all that stuff. And then hauling all those boxes to UPS or, getting them ready for UPS. That's not me. I've got if you probably see it over there, a scale sitting over there, back there. I haven't used it for probably 3 months now. Every once in a while I'll get some stuff back, or I'll send some back in or something, and I will use it, but it doesn't get used very often. And what can I tell you? So I hope that answers your question. We're going to go on. I've got another question. Oh, it's Lisa again. Okay. When you say have Amazon fulfill your inventory when selling on eBay, do you mean to put in a removal order and ship to them? Because if you buy from Amazon and eBay, you are paying double the. No. If you go over to your Seller Central account, go over into Manage Inventory, and then find the product yours, and then click on that drop-down bar right there, and it'll give you different options you can. And one is make a fulfillment order or something like that. I should have looked it up. But it's right there. You click on that, and it takes you to another screen. You put your customer's name and address and everything in there, and you just tell them what kind of shipping to use, and they'll ship that product of yours right out to your Amazon customer. You don't have to touch it. You don't have to look at it, and that's it. And Amazon, they charge you the standard, the rate for shipping it out for you. It's kind of a no-brainer. It's a heck of a deal. You can't beat it, because it just gives more business to Amazon, and you're going to have to pay it, because believe me, if you pay the shipping rates for that, they're high. Amazon's a lot cheaper, and you're going to come out a lot more ahead. So it's real simple. And if that didn't explain it right, PM me, and I'll take you over there. We'll do a private hangout or something, and I'll show you how to do it. But it's real simple. Once you catch on, like I say, it's go to Seller Central, go to Manage Inventory, go to it's that first box on the left like that. Hit that drop down box, and it says fulfillment order, or I'm not there right now, and I'm not set up on the other side of the screen to go over there. It would take me a while. Otherwise, I'd take you over there and show you. But it's real simple, and you'll catch on. Like I say, if not, PM me, or it's my email address is, and I'm on the it's on Google Plus. It's Terry Shire. It's Terry Ask My Decorator on Facebook. I'm all over the place, so just PM me, and I'll be glad to help you out any way I can. So, hope that answers it. And because if you buy, no, you mean to put no, and it's not like I say, it's not a removal order. It's a fulfillment order. You're putting a fulfillment order in for your questions. Okay, I see you got it there, and it says you understand it. All right, like I say, it's fairly simple, and once you do it, it's no big thing, because you do that, and it comes up in a lane. You put your name and address and where to ship the product to it, and basically that's about it, and you're good to go. So, all right. You're welcome, Lisa. I appreciate you hanging in there. I as you can tell, I kind of enjoy doing this. I love this business. I love being able to help people. That's just that's just my nature, and that's me. So what can I tell you? It's let me see, what is it, 8:55? So if there's no more questions, I guess we will go. Oh, and I did put links down there to where my course is. I suppose I should give us shameless self promotion. There's the link to the Amazon course, and there's another course that I'm coming out with, and I forgot to mention this. It's what I've done is I went out and I found a course that was written 2-3 years ago by a 15-year eBay power seller. He wrote this course. It's a fine course, and it doesn't explain how to do it. We just talked about how to sell your Amazon product, but explains how to list products on eBay and all the other stuff. So I bought that course, and I'm putting it into my site. It's going to be priced at $27, which is kind of a no-brainer. So anybody can go on it. But the main thing is so you know how to list your products on eBay and get some other information. He's got some other information in that course, and that link is right down there. It's the new eBay course. It's Private Label Selling Com, and page 245. And the other course is, if you go over to Private Label Selling Com, you'll find both the courses there. And that's my promotion for today. I appreciate you. Next week we'll probably be back 8 o'clock next week. And if anybody gonna say, like I say, PM me. I'm always around. Glad to talk to you. Glad to help you out anytime. So with that, I am going to say goodnight, and we shall see you on the next broadcast. So goodbye.